want to welcome everyone. Hello, I am one of the authors of Her Story, His Glory. It is a book, part of Mad Conversations with the Colorfully Candid Paradigm. Mad Conversations is mother and daughter conversations, and it really just is a place for mothers and or mentors to have authentic conversation with daughters, because that relationship is special and so needed. And I am here today with one of my co-authors. Her name is Christian Cashelle. She said to me, Cash and L. Christian Cashelle, and Christian is the owner of Dynamic Image Publications, an independent publishing company that specializes in inspirational fiction. She has authored 8 novels. I gotta clap it up for you there, girl. 8 novels, including a poetry collection, and her passion is helping others polish up their stories and clarify their message. So needed, right? So needed. Christian is also a word stylist, creating content for professional brands, and an editor. She is a lover of Christ, yes, and has been involved in several ministries inside and out of her church since she was a child. She was born and raised in Alton and hopes to bring awareness to the literary talent in her community. Love, love, love. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
Yay. So I want to first ask you, what are you excited about, or what would you like the community to know about the area that you're writing about, which is overachieving? Girl, I can so relate to that, and I believe a lot of people can relate to overachieving. So tell me about a little bit about what you want people to know about what you're writing about, which is overachieving.
So I think my biggest thing is, I saw a meme like when COVID first hit on the internet, and it was like, if you don't come out of COVID with a business and a book road and this and that, then you're not doing it right. And I'm like, why are we so focused on being productive in a pandemic, and it just kind of brought me back to a lot of things in my childhood where I was always the child who had to get good grades, who had to do this in Excel. I had to do Young Authors and Win, or I had to do so many things. And then it wasn't until I was older that I realized I was overcompensating, because I felt like I had to do these things to be accepted. It wasn't that they were accepting me, but I had to be an overachiever in order to feel some type of self-worth. And I noticed that a lot of people are burning themselves out because they feel like they have to have a certain accomplishment or accolade next to their name, and they're not really finding themselves or their God-given purpose, because they're just stuck with trying to check these goals off of a list. So what I wanted to write about was just how overachieving can be almost an addiction. And we really have to understand the root of what we're doing. If it's not rooted in our purpose, then everything that we're achieving is really for nothing. And a lot of people, I feel like, don't understand that they don't have to do things to be loved by God. Like he's not waiting for us to check things off of a list. And once you figure that out, you can really just kind of breathe and just relax and say, okay, I don't have to get that done today. I'm still going to be loved, and I'm still enough. So I'm just really excited for people to understand that they don't have to be doing so much to feel accepted.
So good. That's a whole sermon in itself. That is so good. Because I feel like that's such a common thing that happens, and really a lot of people, but primarily women, because we sometimes toggle a lot of hats right in life. But people as a whole, I think overachieving, I think this society, it is like it is today, places a whole lot of pressures, not just on us as women, adult women, but also our young women, right?
Yes.
Them needing to feel like they have to overachieve in all the areas, right? So I'm so excited to read. Ooh, that's gonna be so good, because I'm gonna be like, that's me too. That's me too. Love it, love it, love it. So tell me, what is one thing that you want our readers to get excited about?
I am excited about just the openness and the transparency that each one of our co-authors has brought to their pieces. Even when we were doing like our meetings and just being so open to their stories and not getting caught up in the comparison, like, well, your story may be more tragic than mine, or because everybody's story means something, whether it's little to you or, we all have to bear our own crosses. So I'm really excited that each woman has decided to be open and transparent, because it's going to heal a lot of people and a lot of young girls. And I feel like they'll be able to glean from somebody, even if it's not one of us or all of us. There'll be one story in there that they'll be able to say, that's me, and I can heal from that situation. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh, that's so exciting. And again, I agree with you. I think that the healing that will come from this book, the freedom too of people now being able to feel like, gosh, I can tell my story too.
Yeah.
And finding ways to do that. So I'm also really, 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 really excited. So tell everyone where our book, Her Story, His Glory, can be found.
Her Story, His Glory is available wherever you like to buy books. So whether that's Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Google, whatever, it's there. So get it today.